I'm gonna tell you some stuff, but first I'm gonna start off with saying, so remember when we got Roy? Well, a while back we also got his brother Leroy. We weren't able to get Elroy the black one, but we got the green and orange one. Anyways, this past weekend, after I was sick for a long time, I don't know what it was, if it was COVID or what, but we went to see one hand clapping, which, if you remember in an older video, I showed that Paul record, one hand clapping with the sweater and stuff. Yeah, this sweater that I'm actually wearing right now. But Paul put it in films because back in 1974, David Litchfield filmed Paul and Wings at Abbey Road Studios recording the one hand clapping thing, and it was never released until he released one hand clapping in 2010 with the Band on the Run archive set, but he put it in theaters this year for the 50th anniversary. Uh, so yeah, we got to see that. This one, unlike the 2010 one, at the end of it, it included the backyard sessions, which was like something he did in the backyard of Abbey Road, just him on guitar doing songs like some originals, Buddy Holly, Eddie Cochran, um, and it came with like uh, an intro from Paul, like current Paul, and Jeff Britton, the drummer. He wasn't a drummer for Wings very long. This is like probably his biggest release, like that he's had from Wings. Um, had he's a great drummer, but his British accent is just so it's so thick and like I'm glad they got Joe English. They needed some more American in that. Linda and Joe help balance it out. I'm just kidding, but uh, I don't know. My favorite part. I feel like every member got like a good talking amount in it. It wasn't. I mean, obviously Paul's the main singer. All the songs were sung by him for this. On the album, they do have Denny singing "Go Now," but not all the songs on the album are in the movie, and a lot of it's like pieces of the song, but not the full song. And a lot of parts like there's like commentary over it. Um, but yeah, Jimmy McCulloch, he passed away not long after leaving Wings. Um, but he said that all he wanted was to be appreciated on record, and I know that he is appreciated because there's some guy named Paul Sally who's a really huge fan of him, and he wrote his biography, and um, I think he's the best guitarist Paul's ever worked with, even better than David Gilmour, and even better than George Harrison. George wouldn't even make the top five. Um, and also, I'm glad that Jimmy's brother is alive so he can see that his brother's appreciated. Um, and then after the film was over, it showed like credits and stuff. But then current Paul came on the screen and he was like, "Wait, don't leave your seats just yet." And then he introduced the backyard tapes or whatever, and yeah, so it was fun. They had a movie poster there that we asked if we could take home. Um, and the guy was really nice about it. Everybody there was nice. Um, but they said they had one more showing on Wednesday. Um, Today I'm recording this Monday night. They have a showing Wednesday. I didn't know about that because when we got tickets, Sunday was the last day. Um, But so they said they could put our names down if we came back Wednesday, but we're not gonna be able to do that, so we didn't get the poster. But it's okay. We're gonna get we're gonna get that. We're gonna get one of those printed, um, and yeah, so it'll be cool. But after that, um, we went to Barnes and Noble. Um, it was a huge Barnes and Noble. Like I've been to a few before, but this was like the biggest one they've ever had. Like they had a huge record selection. Like I feel like everyone I've been to has been like small, but um yeah. I only got one thing from there. We did get some Christmas presents for people there, but I got a Tamagotchi right here. Generation 2, the re-release that they did. He's asleep right now though. But I named him Tommy. But yeah, and then we went to Half Price Books, and I got two new albums. First, I got Pipes of Peace by Paul McCartney. This is from 1983. Here's the people who were on the album. You got Andy McKay. You got Eric Stewart from 10cc. You got Stanley Clark, Steve Gadd, Paul Linder, Ringo, and then Michael Jackson. It's kind of like, I guess, the twin album to Tug of War. Everybody loves Tug of War. A lot of people seem to not really care for this one. I'm the other way around. I think Tug of War is only okay. Probably my least favorite of his. And then I think this one's great. Like, it's so bad. Like, okay, it has say. That, I mean, I feel like a lot of Paul fans hate Michael Jackson because of the whole Beatles publishing thing, but I don't care. I love all their songs together. But Say was a hit. There's asterisks next to three of the songs. Say, Keep Undercover, An Average Person. I don't know what those are for. But anyways, I don't think there's a single bad song on this album. I mean, Average Person, it's kind of cheesy, but I love it. Hey, it's nothing amazing, but like I think the whole album just flows together better than Tug of War. Um, the Other Me, I think that's one of his best songs ever. And people hate on that line about when he says I acted like a dustbin lid, but that's just like some British Cockney slang, meaning he acted like a child. I don't think it's that enough to make the song like horrible or bad. I don't know. I love the song. And then The Man. I feel like most people don't talk about that. Like they talk about The Girl Is Mine and they talk about Say, but then The Man is the third song he did with Michael Jackson, and I think it's really great. But yeah, I'm glad to have this. And then I got Ringo the Fourth. I don't know why they wrote 14 or whatever that is there. They wrote 14 right here too, but I'm not exactly sure what the title means. There's speculation about what it means, but nothing official. I don't know. Supposedly it's because it's Ringo's fourth album, not including cover albums, because his first and second album he ever released in 1970, he did the jazz album and the country album cover albums. So then this would be his fourth that isn't cover songs. Um, like first off, he looks awesome. He's badass. Like I don't know, Ringo just always looked really cool to me in the '70s. Um, Honestly, I should do a whole video about this album because it's my all-time favorite album. Favorite Ringo album. This album gets it's like a joke or something that like it's the worst thing he's ever done, but I don't know, when you Google this album, I just found this out. Uh, like how Google gives you an overview. One thing it does is like it shows a YouTube video or something. Well, when you look this album's title up, it shows a video called Trainwrecked, and it basically explains for like 20 something minutes how this album was a train wreck. And I didn't even watch the full thing. I shouldn't have even given the guy that view. I don't know. Maybe I will watch it. I don't know. But he just seemed to say nothing but bad things about it. Um, and it had over 500,000 views. And I feel like nobody ever talks about this album. And if they do, it's just to hate on it. And it just makes me wonder how many people have actually heard this album or just repeating what they heard in that video, or how many people heard the album before seeing the video and formed their own opinion on it. And I feel like his most popular album, Ringo 1973, that's what people say is the closest we got to a Beatles reunion, because there were contributions from the other three Beatles, and I feel like people just act like Ringo needs his hand held by the other Beatles to make something good, but that's not true because aside from a few songs on here, like there's a Alan Toussaint song on here. I don't know. Most of them are written by Ringo with this other guy. I think his name's Vinny. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Uh, but that guy has helped Ringo write songs since Ringo 73, and so I don't think songwriting is an issue. It's not like I don't think it's valid to say that Ringo can't write songs because people love everything on uh, Ringo 73, and also It Don't Come Easy. Everybody loves to think, oh, Ringo didn't help much with that. That's a George song, but it's the other way around. Ringo wrote that with a little bit of help from George. And also, it has some really great musicians. Um, like, there's this guy playing bass on it. I'm sorry, I can't remember names. But I know he's worked with a lot of people on albums that you probably like John Lennon, David Bowie, Tom Waits, um, King Crimson. I don't know, just a lot of people. And then David Spinoza plays guitar on a lot of songs, and he's worked with so many people too. Like he's a legend. But one thing he has worked on that's Beatles related is the album Ram, which many people consider not only the best Paul album ever, but many will say that it's the best Beatles solo album ever. Um, but for some reason, this is just hated, and nobody. I've never seen like an actual explanation from somebody. Like they just remember they saw a video that said it was bad, but they can't even remember enough to quote why it's bad from the video. Like I don't know. I don't like people. So that's like my 10-minute rant about that album. And then I got some CDs. Sorry, I got some CDs. Chaos and Creation, In the Backyard. This is Paul's 2005 album. He worked with Nigel, I don't even, Godrich, uh, um, Radiohead's producer. Um, what many people probably consider his best album of the 21st century, and some even say it's their favorite Paul album ever, and or maybe top 3 or top 5. Like, a lot of people just love it. They I don't know. A lot of people just say how the producer pushed Paul to write more. What's the word? Like, personal songs, I guess. I don't know. Fine Line's a pretty big song, I feel like. Jenny Wren, which many call the sequel to Blackbird. Friends to Go is a song he wrote for George. Yeah, it's really good. And then it has a special edition DVD. It has Between Chaos and Creation documentary, a studio performance video of Fine Line, animated film line art featuring instrumental tracks, Riding to Vanity Fair, At the Mercy, and Anyway, and the menu, I assume, is saying it plays How Kind of You. Kind of broken, but, it's whatever. I'll get a new one someday. I just thought, it'd be cool to start a CD collection, like I have a record collection, but, yeah, but, like, here, it's like a anagram. I think that's what they're called. Like, it says Paul McCartney, but if you flip it upside down, it says Paul McCartney. But there's that. Actually, I need to find something. Next, I got Off the Ground. In a previous video, you saw I have this on vinyl. I used to have this CD, but I don't remember what happened to it, because, like, one time a couple of my Paul CDs went missing in my mom's car. But yeah, his best album ever. Then I got Memory Almost Full. This is probably my second least favorite album of his. It's from 2007. Many people love it, though. A lot of people might actually consider this his best of the 21st century. Kind of similar to Chaos and Creation, just people really love it. I don't know how to open these. I haven't used a CD in forever. But yeah, there's like little knickknacks, and it's cute. But also inside the booklet, it came with this photo of him, so I'm gonna hang this up on the wall. He's like, as long as I got my suit and tie. And then I got Flowers in the Dirt. This is originally from 1989. This is made in Japan. This is the 1993 remaster. Again, I don't know anything about CDs, so I'm not sure if this has 3 bonus tracks on it. Back on My Feet, Flying to My Home, and Loveliest Thing. Loveliest Thing is one of my favorite Paul songs. But I don't know if it's because it's a Japanese release that it has the bonus tracks, or if all his 93 remasters have bonus tracks. But either way, that's pretty cool. And then, it has My Brave Face. I think that was a pretty popular song in the 80s, 90s, whatever. He wrote that with Elvis Costello. There's a few other Elvis songs on it. But, yeah. All the CDs I got are Paul, because what better way to start your collection? And then we got Press to Play. I love this picture. I want to take one like it someday. It's from 1986. I'll get it open, I promise. I think this one was also made in Japan. Yeah, this is Japan. I'm not sure if this is from 93 or not. When I looked it up on Discogs, it said 90, but it was originally released in 86. But yeah, many people consider this his worst album or one of his worst. I don't remember if I said that, but it has 3 bonus tracks: Right Away, It's Not True, and Tough on a Tightrope. But Pretty Little Head is like one of my favorite songs of his, especially the one that was on the 7-inch singles box set, the remix. Move Over Busker, I really love. However Absurd is kind of, I like it. It's really, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Um, Only Love Remains is good. Footprints is like the best song on the album, one of his best ever. Angry, it has good music, but like it's kind of like it's bad. And it's not bad. It's just it would be better if it wasn't on it. And speaking of 80s, something I wanted to say about this one is the song "Through Our Love." That's Paul's best 80s song ever, not including Coming Up, which was recorded in '79. Um, Through Our Love, it closes the album, and I don't know if people stop paying attention to the album because they get bored with it, so they don't notice it, but it's genius, and um, it's like, yeah, it's perfect. Anyways, next I got uh, A Daughter's Personal Biography of Willie Nelson, Heart-Worn Memories by Susie Nelson. So yeah, his daughter wrote this. When did this come out? 90s, I think? No? 74? No. 87, okay. 1987. But yeah, so I'm adding this to my Willie collection of books. And then another Willie collection books, The Facts of Life and Other Dirty Jokes by Willie Nelson. And if these are used books, it looks like somebody got hungry. I don't know, it might taste good actually, so I'll try it later. But this came out in early 2004, I want to say. 2002. And then finally, the last book I got is Paul McCartney, Paintings, and it goes over his paintings and stuff. I don't remember how much this was, but if you bought this new when it came out in the US, you would have paid $50. This was like 2000, 2001. 2000. Okay, yeah. But there's some cool stuff in here, like what page is that? 91. Okay. Hold on. There's something, a couple specific things like this right here. It's called Twin Freaks. He made that in 1990, but in sometime in the 2000s, like 2004-ish, he used this as the album cover for his album Twin Freaks, which is like a bunch of remix songs. Sorry, I dropped the phone. And then, oh, there's more. It's a picture of Paul painting. So do they not get into the paintings till later? Okay, hold on. There's a picture I want to show you in here. I don't know what page it's on. I'm sure I could look it up, but this video is going to be unedited and as long as I please. Okay, so that's Elvish Me. It's like Elvis, but Paul. That's Trump. Oh no, that's a Beach Boy. Patty Boyd. Mr. Kipps. Why'd they make Pat? What's going on there? Is that the Queen? A greener Queen. The Queen getting a joke. The Queen after her first cigarette. The joke is that she enjoyed it because she's smiling. That's his David Bowie puking. I know it's upside down, but you'll have to buy buy the what's going on? There's the you know what I'm looking for, right? Oh, okay, right here. This is really cool. This is from 1988. But 88, 98, 08, it's 30 years later in 2018, he used this as an album cover for Egypt Station, and that's the name of the painting. And it was the first Paul album that, like, I got to hype up the release. But, yeah, anyways, sorry, I dropped the phone again. Paul Painting again, Paul Painting's book. And then, finally, something I forgot to show in my last video. This is what I wore to One Hand Clapping. I wore a Band on the Run shirt, but I got this jacket. Jenny made this for me. So I put these pins on it. I'm not going to put it on, but so you have to deal with looking at it like this. These pins are from his 2005 tour, but I put Paul patches. I got New. It's from his 2013 album New. I got his 2018 Freshen Up tour patch, the first time I saw him live. I put a rose. I need to glue it down a little. The rose he mentions flowers a lot. He has an album with rose in the title, you know. I got Macca, because that's his nickname. A Wings patch, Venus and Mars, Tug of War, another Wings patch. The cool thing with the patches is, so I ordered Venus and Mars and Macca. They came together on eBay, but the lady sent me. Am I doing this right? Yeah, the lady sent me the wrong thing. She sent me the one with Tug of War and New. Even though Tug of War is my least favorite album, I would have been okay with that, because this is like such a perfect album. Probably top 3 or 4 albums of his. Yeah, top 3. So I just messaged her to let her know she sent the wrong thing, like in case in case somebody else bought the other ones, you know, so in case they got the wrong thing. But she was really nice about it. And her name was Linda too. So she said I can keep the ones that she sent by mistake, and she still sent me the Venus and Macca one. So that was really kind of her. But here's where the real magic is. Okay, I don't know how well you can see, but right here on the right side is a painting Jenny did of McCartney 3. Right here is the painting of the cover for McCartney 2, his best album. And then right here is McCartney 1, you know, the one that has Maybe I'm Amazed. So McCartney 1, 2, 3. And then there's a strawberry, which is a reference to his strawberry jacket he wore in '73. There's his signature. It's a really good fake. And then a bluebird, because Band on the Run has bluebird. But yeah, it's a perfect, beautiful jacket, and I'm gonna wear it forever and cherish it forever. And I believe that's all for now.